interesting. That day, we actually had a crew working in Bricktown that was drilling holes.
It's haunting, really. I wasn't here on April 19th, 1995. I had actually worked for the Journal-Record and left to take another job 1 month before the bombing.
So one of our initial thoughts was, oh my goodness, our drilling crew drilled through a natural gas line and we have an explosion.
My immediate thought was, oh my gosh, what's going on with my friends and former colleagues?
I was working at St. Anthony Hospital at the time, and the disaster code overhead went off.
Got a stretcher!
And they sent me to the emergency room.
We were in the billboard business at the time, and we have billboards. Actually, it was on the memorial site. At the time, it was a parking lot where the survivor tree is. And the gentleman that were supposed to post that billboard to put an ad up on there was supposed to be by there about 10 a.m. And the explosion happened, and so we were worried that they had made it early.
I think ER, because we got x-ray right there.
I've never seen so many physicians all in one area. And so when a patient came in, there were probably 5 or 6 physicians, just waiting to help take care of that particular patient.
After the aftermath, you can see our billboard that was twisted and turned as unrecognizable.
When patients are coming in, there's always hope. Okay, we can make them better. But when no one comes, there's no help that we can deliver.
A company in San Angelo, Texas, sent us 100 billboards that had "God Bless Oklahoma City" in blue background, white letters. And we posted them all over Oklahoma City within the first week. I think it was something that touched everyone's heart throughout the nation.
What occurred after the bombing and how we responded, it's a really good lesson about how we should interact in our lives and how we should treat people and take care of people.
The rest of the world saw us as a group of individuals who cared and who responded with dignity and grace.
We have multiple stories to tell. One is the story of the actual act and the tragedy, and 2, it is how we responded to it. And I guess the third one is even, how we are, this many years later.
Oklahoma City changed. And not only did we changed the country.
And we did set an example for the world.
There was compassion about people and about communities that really, I think, touched people's hearts and remembered that we're all human and we're here to help and serve.
The bombing broke the grapes of wrath stereotype for us as a city.
And instead of thinking of something negative, if they come to the memorial, they see it as a place of peace, as a place of hope, and as a place of healing.
There's never a time when there aren't people walking around outside on the grounds, and I think to myself, it is still very relevant.
It is so peaceful and so calm, and sometimes you'll stop and look at the chairs and just start thinking about who is this, who is this, who is this. It's a time that really fills my heart and makes me move on throughout the day and say, life is short. Let's go make a difference in someone's life. Let's make a difference in this community.
The Oklahoma City National Memorial is important to me because I was here then. The trick is that it is timeless, and for my children that were 6 years old then, that it's timeless for them.
That's another piece of the board involvement that I've been so proud of, is that this group is making sure that something good comes from this.
When you stand at the memorial in the mornings when the sun's coming up and the fall weather and crisp weather, and I'm looking and you think to yourself, you know what, I got a tough day ahead, but man, it's nothing. These people, these families, these survivors have tremendous courage.
You can see debris and pieces.
Whatever we can do to help educate younger folks, older folks about the tragedies and the devastation that this can take, the more I believe people will stand up and say, this is not acceptable.
And if I don't like what you're doing, we should probably communicate about it versus me coming over and hitting you or blowing up a building.
If we continue to bring children here and tell children about it, then it will have a legacy that it deserves. This place belongs to everyone. This place belongs to everyone in Oklahoma City. It belongs to everyone in Oklahoma and really across the world.
That's the legacy of this place.